this week we're looking at how high-tech industries in this region could deliver the jobs of the future. Everything from solar panels to wind turbines.
Tonight we go to Kettering in Northamptonshire to a company which used to rely on the shoe industry for its business. These days, though, its customers are more likely to be Chinese or Indian.
In the 1930s, this was high-tech. Northamptonshire's shoe industry was world-renowned, and it needed somewhere to test its products. Cue SATRA and its treadmills. 80 years on, and the same principles apply. The technology, though, has moved on.
The areas of blue are areas of low pressure, nice and comfortable. The areas of red are areas of high pressure, which could be sources of discomfort in the footwear. We use it to answer specific queries that customers might have, where they've got two types of shoes, very similar, one with a different type of padding in the heel, which they believe will make the shoe more comfortable. What we can do is see whether it's actually doing what they think it is.
SATRA now tests and develops a whole range of products worldwide.
Pretty much everything you're wearing, from your shoes to your clothes to the chairs you're sitting on, to the beds you lie in, to your children's toys, down to the flooring, at some point has probably been through SATRA to be tested or researched.
Almost 200 people work at SATRA's labs in Kettering, but no longer able to rely on Northamptonshire's shrinking shoe industry, it's had to branch out. A quarter of all its clients are now Chinese, and demand from India and Russia helped it through the recession.
With lots of men and women here wearing white coats and testing everyday objects, it feels a bit like Q's lab in James Bond. But the crucial difference is that there are no weapons here. A sock is just a sock. The organisation now wants to expand its operations in America and the Far East. There they value British expertise. Foreign products tried and tested here in the east of England. Joel Mapp, BBC Look East, Kettering.
Isn't that interesting?
It's fascinating, that, yes. Now, tomorrow night we look at how we are all healthier thanks to the work of the region's scientists.
Now, take the letter M and think of a holiday destination. There's Mallorca, Marbella, Marrakesh, the Maldives, and now Milton Keynes.
Yes, the town famed for its boulevards, its shopping and its concrete cows is now promoting itself as a tourist hotspot. Our Milton Keynes reporter Joe Black has the story.
It seems the jokes about the concrete cows and roundabouts are wearing thin. And when Anne Lim, the new chair of Destination MK, heard David Cameron's message that tourism could really help Britain's economy, she knew Milton Keynes could be at the heart of that ambition.
I think Milton Keynes' time has come, you see, because of the World Cup interest over the last 12 months, because the city's maturing now, because it's got so much to offer the business tourist, the leisure tourist, day trippers. You know, this is the time to reposition Milton Keynes and say it is a place you can have a great time in if you come and visit.
Over 90 million UK and overseas visitors come here each year. Tourism bosses believe that figure could double. But would people seriously want to holiday here? After all, the only beach is this temporary one in the centre MK.
I think there's a lot. Yeah. You just don't realise it because it is on your doorstep.
I've only just moved into the area, so I'm finding lots more things in Milton Keynes than I thought I would do.
This is the first place I bring people when I have visitors for the weekend, so for me it's great, I love it.
So why come here? Well, despite its concrete reputation, the new city boasts acres of green spaces. Lakes like this one at Willen. There's a huge cultural scene, theme parks, Bletchley Park, and one of the most iconic buildings on the leisure landscape.
We've grown a lot in the last few years in terms of footfall visitors. We've come out of the recession quite nicely and we're back up to 2005 visitor levels. We're now looking at a possible expansion project which will go on to bolt onto the side of the building to include a hotel, possibly a casino, more leisure, more retail. So we could really double in size in the next 3 or 4 years.
Next week will bring even more visitors to the new city in the shape of a FIFA team on a 2018 World Cup inspection. If England is successful, international football is coming here, and that could take this town and the country to a whole new level. Joe Black, BBC Look East.
The seafront at Cromer in Norfolk was packed today as 70,000 people headed there for the annual carnival.
There was plenty to see as well, including the red arrows, and if you kept your eye really peeled, Mike Liggins.
I want to keep your cameras ready. Here we go.
Carnival Day in Cromer and the sun is shining. In the main ring, motorbike mayhem from the Royal Artillery's Flying Gunners. Please don't try this at home, it's harder than it looks. 2 women riders this year, some of the group were bikers before they joined, some weren't.
A couple of people that have arrived here on the team, they've never even ridden a bike before. So they're doing well to start doing all the tricks as well within the first year.
The flying displays are always popular and are particularly good fun if you can join in. Of course, some displays are best left to the experts.
The display is mainly flown at about 400 miles an hour. There's some bits slightly faster, slightly slower. The top of the loops, for example, the speed will be back to about 200 miles an hour.
Display pilot, and he's also flown the Tornado Penguin.
How close to each other?
In the formation you see in the first half, it's 6 to 8 feet, or 2.5 to 3 metres, something like that. And when you see the opposition passes, it's 100 feet between aircraft. That's close enough, believe me.
Thousands watch from the beach, like the Smith family from Cromer, who get together every year and happily bring along some very fine cake.
I love the red arrows. I've said when I die I want the red arrows and Cromer Carnival fireworks because they are just Cromer Carnival. They're fabulous.
Basically do the same thing every time, but it's still amazing every time, isn't it? It's fantastic to watch them.
There is never a bad Cromer Carnival day, but I fancy 2010 was a particularly good one. Mike Liggins, BBC Look East, Norfolk.
Great sight.
Great pictures by our cameraman Sean Whitmore as well.
Wonderful. And the little boy with the owls.
Yes,
very
that was
sweet.
a fabulous
That made
picture.
my day. Beautiful shot.
Well, it was a lovely start to the day everywhere, plenty of blue sky and sunshine. Then we saw the cloud increasing, and then during the afternoon